Hello Aquarius, welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. If you haven't already or if you're new, please consider subscribing. I just reached 1,000 subscribers. I'm so happy. Everybody who subscribed, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so excited and I'm so happy. Thank you to everybody who subscribed, everybody who watches me. And if you just subscribed, yeah, thank you. I will thank you with every single video. I know that my channel wouldn't be what it is today without all of you. So thank you so much again. So those of you who are new and don't know, I am also an author. I'm writing an action-adventure love story on superhero twin flames. It's called Perception, the Two Yet One. This is book 1. I just finished reading it out loud live on Facebook. Well, not just, but a while back. I uploaded all those videos here for you to enjoy. If you've already read book 1 or watched all those videos, book 2 is already published and available. You can get these very beautiful, very well-made quality paperbacks from Kindle Direct Publishing. They are only $15.99 each plus shipping. If you have Amazon Prime, your shipping will be free. Give them a shot. Everybody who's read them so far really loves them. They do heal as they read, and as you read them, they entertain you as they teach you. And they're a new type of superhero, and I've gotten nothing but good reviews from them all. So give them a shot, okay? For those of you who know, I was using this deck last week for St. Patrick's Day, and now it is spring, and I'm going to continue to use these this week. This is the Forest of Enchantment Tarot by Linnea Weatherstone, illustrated by Marilla Allwood. It's all about the fairy tale forests in Europe. There's even fairy tales mentioned in this deck, and it sees the spiritual, it likens the spiritual path to a journey through an enchanted forest. I did read the entire book that goes with it, but I may be referencing the book if I need to. At the end of the reading, I'm going to pull some oracles. Oracle of the Fairies by Karen Kay and artwork by Ginger Kelly. And because it's spring, I'm going to use another of my new decks that I invested in, the Botanical Inspirations by Lynn Araujo. Okay, so these are beautiful. These are pictures, paintings of flowers, painted by Pierre Joseph Redoute. He lived between 1759 and 1840. He painted Marie Antoinette's walls in her chateau, and he also painted Empress Josephine's flowers over at the Chateau de Malmaison. So he was a really popular painter. So these are very beautiful cards. Okay, so if I need to clarify the tarot, I'm going to use my teeny weeny deck that I got through a miracle. If you want to know the story of that miracle, the link for that video that I created for it, of its story, is in the description box below. All the links that you need for my books, to purchase my books, to watch the videos of me reading book 1 aloud, those are all in the description box below. I have links for my personals, the social media, and my I did some stories about my life, some videos about my life, so my life story. All right, so let's get started here. As a reader, oh, also if you would like a personal reading, I do offer those. The information for that is in the description box. Okay, so as a reader, I read minor arcana as messages about your free will, and major arcana as messages about your divine blueprint, which is the plan that you made for yourself before you incarnated in order to encounter and hopefully learn certain lessons of life that, when learned, raise the vibration of your soul. As you learn these lessons life after life and your soul vibration is raised, you get to the highest point and you are able to be enlightened. So we're kind of dealing with a destiny here, but not really, because free will can change just about anything. If there was something that was truly fated that could not be changed, it would be indicated by the Wheel of Fortune. And yeah, you do not have that. Okay, so let's start here. Right here in the middle, we have the Keeper of Boons in the reverse. Okay, now in this particular deck, this is called a keeper, but he's actually the king. He's the king of pentacles. Okay, that's what boons are. This is Earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus energy. Yet he's in the reverse. Now in this deck, there is no reversed meanings for these cards, except for the people cards such as this. Okay, so this keeper of boons is in his shadow trait. Okay, so I'm just looking it up right now. He's in his shadow. And so, let's see, I have the shadow traits right there. Alrighty. Overbearing, bulldozes through objections, takes charge unasked, and judges how you spend money. So there's a mature masculine energy in your life right now that is doing this right now. They are bulldozing you, they're judging you and how you spend your money, and so that kind of sucks. Sorry about that, Aquarius. Now here, this is the energy that is crossing this energy right here, and this is the Five of Spells, and man, did I go through a big thing for Gemini when it came to this. And another card, the Five of Visions. Now this is all about transformation. These are young wizards that are learning how to transform themselves and others into frogs and back again. Okay. Now the spells is fire, so this is wands. Okay. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. This would be the Five of Wands, which I always say is like sparring, like you're practicing. It's not really a conflict. You don't really have a beef with somebody. You're just trying to get better at what you're doing. And that's what these guys are doing here. They are practicing. Practice makes perfect. Okay? So I feel like that what you're doing is you've been practicing at something. And this person is taking over for you. They're just bulldozing over you. They're seeing that you're not doing it perfectly. I just went through this whole big thing in Gemini where it doesn't matter if you screw up, okay? When you're learning, you kind of have to screw up in order to get it right. Just think about learning how to play a guitar or another musical instrument. How many off notes do you hit until you finally learn how to play like that, like a popular pianist or, a great guitar player? It takes practice. So I feel like this is what you've been trying to do. You've been trying to practice at something, but this older energy is coming in and just doing it for you. They don't have the patience. They're being overbearing. They're taking over tasks unasked because to them, you are this novice that doesn't know how to do this kind of stuff. So that's some annoying energy right there, Aquarius. So, man. At the root of everything here, we've got the Two of Visions, which would be the Two of Cups. So, okay, so I'm thinking that this person is your partner or your love partner here, okay? This is the soulmate energy. You'll see that look at how the faces of these two women are almost exactly the same, but they are different in clothes and hair and a little bit of coloring there. You know what I mean? But they are the same. They look the same because they are soulmates. They are the same soul. This is Snow White and Rose Red. This is like They go together. They're not exactly the same, but they are. You know what I'm saying here? Okay. So this is water energy, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio energy. So I think that, yeah, you're dealing with a soulmate here. It doesn't have to be a love interest either. I mean, we have soulmates that are in our family. You know, this could be a father, this could be a more masculine mother energy, uncle, aunt, boss, somebody who is just more experienced than you, and they're just bowling over you because they don't see you doing things as if they would. This person is doing you a disservice because they need to let you practice. But okay, so here is the energy that's moving out of your life at this time. Sorry about I don't know, did I already apologize for my nails? But I apologize for my nails. I was doing dishes, and so the nail polish chipped. So sorry, guys. Okay, so this is the energy that's moving out of your life at this time, and this is the fairy wind. In other decks, this is the chariot. And what is so similar between the chariot and the fairy wind is they move forward. They don't move backwards. They don't get in their way. The fairy wind will take you with them. Don't get in a chariot's way, the old time tanks of the old days. If you get in front of a chariot, it's just going to roll right over you. And so the fairy wind would either, the fairy wind is all the fae traveling, the fairies traveling together in groups, and people would sense this. If they didn't see them, they would sense them. Sometimes they could smell them. But if the fairy wind comes by and you're right in its way, you end up getting swooped up, taken away, and going with them. This is also a card of victory, but I feel like this is just charging forward. So there was something that you really just moved forward with, and it was a triumph to just go, to just do it, you know, to just start moving forward. And so I think it has a lot to do with this. You decided to just start practicing, just move forward. To begin is a triumph all in itself. But now this person won't let you practice. So that's frustrating. So as a reader, these two cards here are future cards. Now, this is the manifesting energy of the Ten of Visions. Okay, this is one of my very favorite cards in this deck, and this would be the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is usually the family that you choose. It's your soul family, okay? And so here we have, here we have another mention of soulmate, soul family, okay? Now this is upside down, so it's not fully manifested just yet, but it is coming into being. And so what this is a family of unicorns, okay? But this isn't just any old family, okay? It is very rare to see a unicorn. It is even rarer to see a family of unicorns. It is even rarer to see a family of dappled unicorns. Those are dappled. Okay, now that's what this card says. This is not just any run-of-the-mill magical moment here. This isn't just any run-of-the-mill loving family. This is a very special, very spiritual, very beautiful, loving family energy that is developing in your life. So that is awesome. But before that happens, this is going to happen. Okay? This is the Five of Boons. So now you've got another 5. And okay, so I haven't been saying this because it gets old for me too, but if it gets old for you as well. But I do certain elements on certain nights, and I get the same cards at least one of the same card from the last reading. This was in the last reading. The Keeper was in the last reading. And angel number 55 was in the last reading. This card wasn't in the last reading, but the Five of Visions was. And so that's so interesting. But also, this is, since there's two fives, this is where I tell you to go ahead and look up angel number 55, because that is what is going to give you an additional message. Plus, 5 is the number of change. So this is starting to feel like two changes going on here, okay? So the Five of Boons, boy, this came out a lot for the earth signs. This is lack mentality, okay? Now, this is being left out in the cold, okay? So I just feel like this is what this person is doing to you here. Okay, there's things that you need to learn, things that you're trying to learn, but this person's just taking over. They're just basically mowing you over like a chariot. Okay? This is what chariots do. This is what the fairy wind will do. If you don't get out of its way, the chariot will mow you over. The fairy wind will sweep you away. Do you see what I'm saying? So I just feel like there's a connection there with this Keeper of Boons in reverse. And what this is doing to you is making you feel out in the cold. You're not, you know, life isn't just working, it's also playing. And it's like when you're practicing, it's kind of like playing. And this person isn't letting you play. This person isn't letting you join in. And so what does that make you feel like? Like you're out in the cold. Okay? But there's something super magical going on here. Okay? This is the soul mate, soul family, as above, so below here, going on here. Okay? This is visions and visions, cups and cups. Okay? And here we've got passion, the spells. So you're trying to practice something that you're being passionate about, but you're feeling left out of this earth energy. Okay? The boons is earth energy. You've got this Keeper of Boons over here. Okay? And he's leaving you out in the cold. But there's something magical going on around you, Aquarius. Because okay, the story behind this card is these two boys have been abandoned in the forest, okay, because they were poor. And the parents, unfortunately, used to do this to their children a lot. There was a lot of children abandoned in the forest to either fend for themselves or to die quicker than they would. Now, if they had stayed with the parents. Now, the story behind this card is that these two young boys are so sad about being abandoned. They're so sad that they don't have anywhere to live, that they're just so sad that they don't notice that behind them is this trail. Behind each of them is this trail of magical strawberries, because strawberries don't grow in the snow. And it's like they are so involved with the sadness that they're experiencing, they can't see the blessings around them. Like I was saying, they're sad because they are huddling in this one blanket or cloak, but what if they didn't have it? There's a blessing. They're sad because they've got crumbs of food, but what if they didn't have it? There's a blessing, right? So if they were looking at life with more blessings than they are, then they wouldn't be so stuck in this sad glass half empty type of feeling, that they probably would look up, they probably would look around, and the first thing they would see was food. And so then they would start eating, and then it would lead them to this house that has an open door. And I just think that inside there is their soul family. I think the people inside of this warm, inviting house with obvious magic coming out of it. These are magic people. These are good people in here. I just believe that these people would take these boys in. And all they have to do is stop being sad about what they don't have and start being grateful. And it would show them what they do have. The more grateful they would, they'd turn around, oh my gosh, look at their strawberries. They would be grateful for that. Look, here's more strawberries. They'd be grateful for that. Look, there's a whole row of strawberries. They'd be grateful for that. Look at these strawberries end up at this house. Let's see if they'll help us out. And then they say, hey, can you help us out? And they invite them in. They would have so much more to be grateful for, wouldn't they? Okay. So there's something, these strawberries are this. You see what I'm saying? It's this love that you've got going. Soulmate, soul family love is the magical strawberries, okay? So for some of you, it may, this keeper of boons who isn't letting you practice, who's leaving you out in the cold, may not be your soulmate. It could be that, you know, this is your boss, or this is, you know, somebody above you at work or something. And so you're having a hard time at work, but what you do have is your family, okay? So don't be like these boys and not understand and be so sad that the stuff that's going on at work, that you come home and you can't enjoy your family, because that's really the magic of life. That's really what's best in life, is the love is of your family rather than what's going on at work. Okay? Now, this is your hope card, and this is a beautiful hope card. Now, it's not fully manifested. It is upside down, but this is sunlight. This is, in other decks, it is called the sun. It is the happiest card in the deck. This is the best card in the deck, next to the star. The star and the sun, they are basically, they're both stars, right? And then the star is all about hope and all your hopes and dreams coming true and everything good, like abundance and love and opportunity and everything happy. And so the sun is just like that. This is joy. This is abundance. This is, you know, not just money, but a good life. Light. This is light. What do we feel when we feel light? We feel like dancing, you know, we feel joyful. So keep hoping for this because it's beginning to manifest. Do you see that? Okay? So that's a really great hope card to have. Now, here is your state of being card, and I was just talking about the star card, wasn't I? This is it. This is the manifesting energy of the star. So you've got your hopes and dreams, man. They are coming. They really are. You've got to just, now this is the card of hope. Okay, so I want you to see how this played out. You've got the sun in your hope card section. You've got the star in your state of being, which is the hope card. Okay, so your hopes are really good. Okay, however, they're not fully manifested. You need to keep doing this. You need to keep doing the hope, because all these happy cards right now are upside down, except for the two of visions. Okay, this one and this one, these are like the best cards. Okay, joy, happiness, abundance, magic, rare magical love, everything happy in the world, everything that you could dream for. This is all manifesting for you, Aquarius. Believe it or not. And I just felt like I had to say that, believe it or not, because I feel like some of you are going, what do you mean? There's these happy things coming for me because, you know, right now I've got all this crap going on. Right now this person's mowing me over, but okay. Now here is the, this is the fear energy, okay? This makes a lot of sense too. This is the Four of Boons, okay? So the boons are the pentacles or the coins. This is greed. Okay, the story behind this is that these are ogre wives, the wives of the ogres, and they have made all these beautiful pies and they've set up in the forest to sell their pies. However, when anybody comes up to try to buy one, they scold them and shoo them away. Now, they love money as much as they love their pies, but they can't part with their pies. Like, what? What? How can you be greedy and it's just silliness, okay? This is ridiculous greed. Greed is ridiculous. The heck are they going to do with all these pies? They could sell their pies and they could get some more money and buy more ingredients to make pies. Then the people in the forest won't starve and they'll have more money to make more pies if they need to eat more pies, if they can eat this many pies in a day. You know what I mean? It's just ugly, unreasonable greed. Okay? So there is something about that. Of course, that's a pretty good fear. You don't want to have to face ridiculous, childish, unreasonable fear, which is what I feel like this is. Okay, so sometimes the Four of Coins, well, there's a little gnat that almost flew up my nose. Sometimes the Four of Coins or Pentacles is about hanging on to something, not letting go, not letting something go. So this could also be you being afraid that this person who mows you over won't let it go, that you don't know how to do things exactly the way that they do. You still need to practice. They should let that shit go. A lot of people will make fun of other people who can't do certain things the way they do so that they can feel better, which is very petty, which is very, that's ridiculous behavior, just like these ogres' wives. Also, it's about building a foundation. Fours are all about building a strong foundation. So there's some aspect to all of that you're afraid of. I'd be afraid of those ogre wives. They look pretty forbidding. So here is your outcome. Okay, potential outcome. I say potential because free will can change just about anything. And so here we have something that's very similar to this. Okay, you've got the Eight of Boons. So this is a lot about money for you. This is very much about earth energy. Earth. Okay, you don't have any air. You don't have challenges. So there is an aspect of needing to put more intellect into this, possibly meditate, or truthful. No, that's what you need. You might need to be more truthful with this person here. But I think this is what you're going to end up doing. You're going to end up working harder. Okay. Now the Eight of Boons. Oh, like I was saying, you don't have any challenges, which is your own energy. Okay. Which is sword energy. Okay. So this is the mind and intellect. So I think that maybe what you need to do here with whatever this is, meditate on it or contemplate it a little bit more, and you may be able to figure out how to get better at what you're practicing here. And then what you're going to do here is you're going to work really hard at it, which is what's going on here, okay? The Eight of Boons is working hard. Now, what she's doing is she's learning. Okay, this is different from other Eight of Coins or Eight of Pentacles, where you usually see somebody making the same pentacle over and over and over again. There's 8 of them, and while they take a lot of pride in the beauty of their pentacles, they're all the same. And what she's learning to do here is to spin something, or maybe flax or something, into gold. Okay, so you can see that she's got other bundles here that she hasn't. See, this one is half gold, this one is maybe a little bit more gold, this one is all gold. So she is also practicing. She's working very hard at practicing her craft. Okay, so that's what I think you need to do. You need to contemplate how to get this to turn into gold, and then so once you put your own energy, your air energy into this endeavor, then you're going to get better and better and better. And then once you learn how to do this, then this overbearing person will just shut up, okay? Or they should at least just leave you the heck alone. Now here is the underlying energy for the entire reading, and this is the Four of Challenges in the reverse. So finally, some of your own energy, but it's not part of the spread, so I can't count it, okay? Now, this is another four. This is all about needing some rest, okay? This is you getting some rest. This is you needing some rest, okay? You do. You probably need to meditate. Meditate/contemplate. When I say you need to put the air into it, you've got the challenges right here. Okay, this is the air energy. So what the underlying energy is what this is that you need to contemplate how to get better. But you need to do it in a way that is restful, which is meditation. Contemplating things as a meditation. You see what I'm saying? So that's where you're going to put your air energy in, your intellect energy. You're going to have probably some kind of aha moment, and you're going to start, your spindles will start becoming fully gold. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so let's see what the fairies have for you. Cute fairies. What would you like to say to Aquarius? Okay. What would you like to tell Aquarius? Any more? I'd like at least 3 cards. Okay, thank you. Oh, wow. Things are falling. I don't know if you saw. Oh, you didn't. It was too far off camera, but one of my crystals fell off the table, along with one of these roses. Okay. Let's see what we got. Wow, okay. See, I told you you had a very strong message in your hopes, okay? This is in your hope section. Hope is very important for you right now. This is exactly what I said. Okay, so hope is always there, even if we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. See, this is exactly what I'm saying. So once you get into your meditative, contemplative state and you figure out how you can get better at what you're doing, then you're going to be, you're going to turn this negative situation into a positive one. And see, look at, as soon as these little boys understand that this is magic happening and this is their new family, then what would that be to them? It would be magic, a magical soul family that was meant for them, wouldn't it? So hope is extremely important here. And you just have to be more positive. You have to get out of this this energy and understand that you've got something better coming in for you here. Stay positive, okay? Because look at your hopes, okay? If you stay positive, all your hopes and dreams will come true, and the sun will shine in your life, and everything will be happy, 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 happy. Okay? Divination. Okay. Embrace your powers of divination, which are especially strong right now. You have the ability to see your current situation with crystal clear clarity. Now, I feel like this is exactly what I was talking about with the contemplation meditation. It is a type of divination. But if you do have some way to divine, such as tarot cards, may I please just offer you the advice to make sure you close these energetic doors that you open. Okay? When you do divination, such as tarot cards, and oh God, please don't use a Ouija board ever, okay? The Ouija boards are a different type of divination, but because of all the negative energy people have been putting into that certain thing, the Ouija board, the vibration of the Ouija board, the word Ouija in itself, it has all these negative vibrations in it now because of how people have been using it so carelessly. I just feel like that's kind of a pond that everybody's been shitting in, so don't drink out of that. Do you see what I'm saying? We got to let that pond cleanse itself for maybe a century or something. When we've all learned more, maybe then we can take up the Ouija board and Mother Nature will have cleared its energy enough for us to use those again. But right now, those are just obviously portals to poltergeists, okay? But when it comes to other things that you can divine with tarot cards, you can use pendulums, you can use runes, you can, it's just understand that you've got to close the doors, okay? The energetic doors, and what you got to do is you got to see them in your mind, you got to see them closed, you got to close them with your heart. If they will be closed, it's your will, it is your intention, it will be done, that type of deal, okay? But I think that this is reiterating the point that what you need to do is you really need to do the meditation contemplation so that it will help you figure out how to do better at what you're trying to do. And friendship. Fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. Yeah, you know what? If somebody is, walking all over you, it's really great to have a friend, doesn't it? You can either talk to your friend about it, or maybe if your friend is standing next to you, they might say something like, hey, that was their project. Friends are very supportive. I'm not saying we'll find somebody to stand up for you. That's just an example of how friends do support you, okay? So, you are a wonderful person, and there is nothing wrong with friendship. Okay, so this could even be this soulmate of yours. Friendship is important. If this is the soulmate who's walking all over you, maybe what you need to do is, not just get better at what you're doing, but learn how to get out of this this energy here and be forgiving and keep your friendship. Be understanding, be loving, be positive, okay? How much control do you have over this situation? I can gauge this by the number of major arcana to minor. And you've got the fairy wind, sunlight, and starlight. And so that's 3. 3 out of 10 cards means that most of this is in your control. Most of this. And the things that have the heaviest messages that would be less out of your control. The fairy wind, the charging forward, you did this, okay? Or somebody did. Maybe this person charged forward and just rolled all over you, or maybe you charged ahead to do something and found victory in that, okay? So that's over with. But the message of these two major arcana cards of hope and all your wishes coming true are extremely important. It's extremely important for you to understand that they're both still manifesting. The energy of hope and positivity itself is what brings in your hopes and positive things, okay? So that is one of the huge challenges for everybody. This lack mentality, saying that my cup is only half full. You have to say my glass is half full, not half empty, is what I was trying to say. This is seeing the glass as half empty. Oh my God, it's almost gone. When you have to look at that glass and go, I've got half left. You know what I mean? That is very challenging for everyone, but you have to just be really stubborn when it comes to wanting to stay in that energy of happiness and hope. Just stay in it, you know? There's a lot of, I mean, look at the people who want to be sad or they seem like they want to be sad all the time. And haven't you ever come across somebody like that they're like always sad and always complaining, and they're not happy unless they have something to be sad about, so that if you ever try to cheer them up, they either get mad at you or they're like, what are you doing? Or why are you downplaying my sadness? Or, they're very determined to stay in that energy, right? So you can be determined to stay in a high vibration too. Like when they come over and they try to, bum you out with their sad life and you just stay happy, you'll notice after a while they probably won't even come by. Isn't that sad that there's some people that just have to stay in that vibration so much that they want to bring everybody down with them, and they don't even know they're doing it. It just makes me sad for them. All right, now let's see what the flowers have to say for you. Oh, whoa, wow, usually I only get one. Holy moly, this flowers had a lot to say here. Okay, nasturtium. Victory and conquest. Whoa. Okay, that's exactly what the chariot is. So they're pointing out that this is a more important energy than I thought. Okay, there was some sort of victory, some sort of conquest that happened in your recent past, okay? He who controls others may be powerful, but he who has mastered himself is mightier still. He who controls others, as this king. He who controls others may be powerful, but he who has mastered himself is mightier still. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Sweet pea. Oh, I love that. Blissful pleasure. Oh, man. They are reiterating these energies. Blissful pleasure. Okay. Blissful pleasure. Follow your bliss, and the universe will open doors where there were only walls. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You have to be stubborn. You have to stay in these energies. Be just as stubborn as the person who wants to bring everybody down. Be that stubborn person who wants to keep your energy high. Notice how I didn't say that person that wants to keep everybody else's energy high. You can't do that. There's people out there that want to bring your energy down, but you can't go out there and just bring everybody's energy up. You have to keep your energy up, and then that will automatically bring other energies up. However, they allow your high energy to bring their energy up. Okay? And intelligence and mental beauty, clematis. Wisdom is the abstract of the past, but beauty is the promise of the future. Okay. Intelligence, the opposite of this. This is ridiculous greed. This is unintelligence. Okay? Intelligence and mental beauty. Wisdom is the abstract of the past, but beauty is the promise of the future. So here's what I feel like she's doing. Okay? This is the wisdom where she's learned a little bit better here. She's learned a little bit better here. She's learned a little bit better here. This is the wisdom of the past. Okay? But beauty is the promise of the future. These are beautiful. This is the promise of the future. This is the promise of the future. This is the gold spindle. Okay, this is like the reward that comes from this intelligence and mental beauty. The mental beauty is not allowing others to bring you down into their crap energy. Okay. Well, this was a great reading. I really hope that it resonated with you, Aquarius. That's what I have for you this time. See you next time.